A huge one for Lance Armstrong, for USAID, and the game itself.
Yeah, I agree it's a huge one for them. But going back to say now that it's impossible, is it really impossible to win without doping? That means every other cyclist needs to be tested now. Before we wait, how long? From 1999 to 2005. Let's not wait for that length of time before we start testing again. Okay, he was doping, he wasn't doping. Let the testing be done now.
That's it on Newstrack. Thank you so much for watching. I am Adeshewa Josh.
And I am Neo Taigwe. Up next is Health News.
Africa, a beautiful continent of young minds and countries. Who best to get their attention? Join America's #1 citizen, President Barack Obama, at the Youth Town Hall meeting, live on Channels Television, Saturday the 29th of June 2013, time 2:45 p.m.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to Health News. Thank you for staying with us on Channels Television. I'm Yomi Otaigwe. Today we'll be learning about stroke, which is a medical emergency. What are the activities that trigger a stroke? How can you protect yourself from this condition? And of course, we'll be talking about what you can do if you suspect you or someone else is having a stroke. I'll be right back. Some of us may have seen or heard of close friends or relatives who suddenly come down with a stroke. But before such a sad event, a whole lot of activities have taken place. My guest on the show today, a senior registrar in neurology at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Idiaraba, Dr. Olubumi Omojowolo says, aside from age and hereditary factors, which are beyond everyone, lifestyle choices must be carefully made, adding that the brain holds the controlling power to the human body.
The brain is an organ that comprises of neurons, billions of neurons, which are connected together by synapse. And it basically have two hemispheres that control all the activities in the body. The left side of the brain control the right side of the body, and the right side of the brain control the left side of the body. And the brain is supplied by blood vessels that make it to function. When we talk about stroke, it has to do with disease process in the blood vessels that supplies the brain. So it could either be that the blood vessels are blocked or they burst. So those are the two main pathological processes that causes stroke. And stroke is a medical emergency. It's an emergency that needs prompt attention. So, and it's also a public health issue because about 15 million to 20 million people are affected worldwide every year with stroke. And out of these 20 million, about a third of them will die. That is, about 5 to 6 million will die. And also, about 5 to 6 million are permanently disabled from stroke, while some fortunate ones, about 5 million, will recover completely. So that's just the issue about stroke.
Let's look at, you said, when a stroke occurs, it must have been that the blood vessel is either blocked or burst.
Yeah.
Tell us, why would this happen?
Risk factors involved in this process. Now, there's what we call arteriosclerosis, which means hardening of the blood vessels. Usually, arteriosclerosis is commoner in older people. That is why stroke is actually commoner in the elderly people. However, there may be some condition like uncontrolled hypertension that may accelerate this arteriosclerosis process. And also, there may be formation of plaque or blood clots inside the blood vessel itself, so which can block the flow of blood. Also, these clots can also dislodge from other areas of the body and comes to the brain vessels and block it. So, like for instance, somebody that have some form of heart disease, heart condition, may have clots of blood inside the heart, which now dislodges and goes to the brain and block it. Now, also, the another area is that there may be weakness in the wall of the blood vessel carrying blood in the brain, and it balloons out, what we call aneurysm in medical terms. So this ballooning, if it is subjected to continuous high levels of pressure, it can burst, and then the blood seeps into the brain, and the person now come down with stroke.
And you've said that stroke is seen mostly, or should be seen mostly in the elderly.
Yeah.
But we now see that younger people
Yes,
do have stroke.
exactly.
And the one that's called heart attack. What's the difference between stroke and a heart attack? Now,
the difference is that stroke is brain attack and heart attack is heart attack. So they are both medical emergencies. So, and the pathology and the process involved is almost very similar. So somebody can have heart attack, can also have stroke, which is a form of brain attack. And that is why we say brain is time. So when there is stroke, the sooner the person gets treatment, the better. Now, you said that younger people nowadays are coming down with stroke, which is very true. Now, anybody that is less than 45 years old is considered young and is referred to as stroke in the young. So there are many factors that can make somebody that is young to come down with stroke. Things like drug abuse, use of cocaine, or use of some drugs, which can make the blood to start flowing unnecessarily, difficulty in blood clotting. So there are so many. For instance, also people that have sickle cell anemia, they are prone to having stroke at younger age, even at infants or adolescents. So there are so many things that can make somebody to be predisposed to having stroke. Even sometimes the use of oral contraceptives can predispose to clot formation which can dislodge and go to the brain. So there are so many factors why a young person can have stroke.